been a while since I've played a Stage 1 Toolbox deck. Ever since the Phantom Transformation Zoroark left the format, these decks have been sorely lacking in power. But with the new Yanmega EX, I think we can actually revive a Stage 1 box deck. I'm excited to show off the deck I've hooked up here for today's video. I really like Yanmega EX. Welcome back to a brand new Pokemon TCG video, and today I'm showing off my new Yanmega and Friends deck here. So I've tried out a new variation of Yanmega, turned it into a Stage 1 Toolbox deck. I feel like ever since Zoroark left rotation a couple years ago, the format's been lacking like a Stage 1 box style deck. So I wanted to revisit it and update it here with Yanmega, and I've decided to pair it with Scizor and Dunsparce today, as Scizor is a nice attacker. Basically everything in the deck can theoretically attack for 1 energy due to Yanmega's ability Buzzing Boost. When you move it into the active spot, you can search check for 3 basic grass energy and slap it onto the Yanmega, and you can Jet Cyclone for 210 damage, move 3 energy from your Yanmega to one of your bench Pokemon, so use the attack to move energy to another Yanmega on your bench. You just kind of loop between the 2 Yanmegas over and over, because realistically, use the ability, all you need to do is attach 1 energy for turn to build up Yanmega, and then of course Scizor has the attack Punishing Scissors that does 10 plus 50 more damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon in play with an ability. So a lot of decks right now like to flood the board with abilities. Fez, Monkey, Dracloak, Teal Mask Ogrepon, Squawkabilly, Fez. I think I already said Fez. Mew. You know, a lot of abilities on the board right now. Scizor can do some big damage and can really punish them for walking into a big Punishing Scissors. And then Dudunsparce. I think it's still really good to play Dudunsparce with Yanmega. It is technically a Stage 1, but it's going to be our Stage 1 Drawjin here with Runaway Draw. Runaway Draw also does synergize with Yanmega's ability, because you can use Dudunsparce as a pivot to then go into Yanmega, because you need to switch Yanmega into the active spot to make it work, which is why the Dudunsparce is kind of nice. And we also get to play Dudunsparce EX as a backup attacker with Tenacious Tail. It's kind of like Scizor in a way, where it does 60 damage times the amount of Pokemon EX your opponent has in play. So if your opponent, plays something like Raging Bolt, usually they tend to put like 4 to 5 EXs down at once, making Dudunsparce a really good way to take a big knockout at the end of the game. And you know what? Well, it's not a Stage 1. You know what? We're going to put a Munkidori in the deck too for Adrenabrain. I wanted to play a Monkey in the Yanmega Iron Hands deck I did a while back, but never got to fit it. But now, Monkey makes sense in this deck. As long as you're looping energy every single turn with Yanmega, you can always get an extra turn to attach energy for Adrenabrain. And you know what? It's nice to have against Dragapult. And this is the Yanmega deck I've hooked up for today's video. Excited to show off my new Stage 1 Toolbox deck in today's video. Now, before we get in the video, big shout out to the sponsor, Card Cavern TCG. If you're going to get any Pokemon TCG pack codes, get them over at Card Cavern. If you're looking for the main set, Destined Rivals, get your Destined Rivals codes over there, or you want to get an older set or some IRL singles product, anything like that, Card Cavern's got them all on their website. If you get anything at Card Cavern at the checkout, use my discount code LDF, get yourself a 5% discount on your order. Help the channel, help yourself out, and up Card Cavern. So check out Card Cavern, link down below, use code LDF, and check out my second sponsor, TC Evolution. If you want to get any of the awesome product they sell on their website, their dice, damage counters, ability markers, great stuff to have when playing IRL Pokemon TCG tabletop. Check them out, link them down below. Use code LDF over there for a 10% discount at the checkout. Check out my 2 sponsors down below, and you can also sub to my second YouTube channel down below too. I post more competitive style content over there, so if you want to go sub to my second channel, I'd also greatly appreciate it. Down below is everything. So yeah, here's my list I got. Decided to just play like Ionos and Researches and Morty. I like the idea of Morty in this deck with the Dunsparce. You just want to draw cards. The Dunsparce is a cool draw engine, but every time I play with like Arvin or something like slow like that, it always ends up being like really bricky. So I kind of just like having a lot of draw in the deck. You just want to draw cards, play the game, and playing the game is important. That's why I'm playing no Arvin engine, which I thought about playing Arvin in here originally, but I really do like the mass draw engine we have with the Research Ionos and Mortys and whatnot. Now for the spec, I decided to go with Legacy Energy because we are playing different energy styles. Like we have the Metal Energy plus technically the Dark and Psychic Energy for the Munkidori option. I'm going to play Legacy Energy in the deck. Also being able to go like Legacy Energy Scizor for 2 prizes while leaving a Pokemon in the active spot that effectively gives up 0 prize cards seems pretty good. You can also put Legacy on your Yanmega to make it give up 1 prize, which is kind of cute too. I like the idea of this. This is definitely cuttable for like Prime Catcher, Hyper Aroma, something I thought of too, or even like just Secret Box. Something like that could work pretty well in the deck. Rescue Board's pretty good too. I kind of want to play Rigid Band in here so that Yanmega can survive a hit from bigger Pokemon that do 280 damage like Typhlosion or Flareon even, which could be pretty decent too. I got Recyclers and Rods. Just you want to make sure you put energy in the deck for Buzzing Boost. Just make sure you're chaining Yanmega. Sometimes you have to hard retreat Yanmega to loop the attack. You discard energy, you can put them back with Rod or Recycler. It's very important sometimes to go for those big Yanmega plays. Yanmega being a grass type is relevant. There's a lot of Charizard and Grimmsnarl out there in the format right now, so it's actually really important to have access to a big grass attacker. It's a bit of type coverage. Yanmega can cover those grass-weak Pokemon, while Scizor can beat down a lot of those decks that play a lot of abilities, and, I mean, there's really nothing weak to Metal right now. Like, if you hit Shenpao, good for you. Easy win, but, you know, it's nice to have the Scizor as a big attacker, plus the Munkidori Scizor damage could be pretty decent in some situations against Dragapult. Sometimes Dragapult floods the board with abilities, which can sometimes help out your Scizor's damage output with Monkey. So Adrenaline Brain makes a difference. Damage mods could be good in here, like a Kieran, a Black Belt, Defiance Band could be stuff you could add in the deck, too. But let's go show off the deck and see what the Yanmega Scizor deck is all about. We hit Charizard. We'll see how this goes. Our turn 1 is not off to a great start, though. We just have an attach pass on my end. I have no draw other than a Fez. But I don't really want to put Fez down against Charizard. I actually think Charizard's a great matchup for Yanmega because we one-shot them. And Shiyu doesn't work against Yanmega because it's not weak to fire. But the problem is my start sucks, so it's not doing me any favors here, unfortunately. Need to get a better top deck here to save us. Or my opponent, hopefully, Ionos me. We draw Buddy Poffin, that could be okay because we have double Duduns on the board. Okay, let's see if they have an Iono. Please, do it. Iono me, please. No, they're not going to Iono it, are we? Not good. I really don't want to put Fez into play. All right, well, ideally we top deck like a Poffin or something here. Even like a Research, I don't even care. I don't know. I just need something, bro. I need something or else I'm cooked. Don't want to brick. Come on. Give me a good top deck. One time. Okay, that's slightly better. Pass. Munkidori is not really that good in this matchup, so we can just let it get KO'd here. Alright, we'll see what happens. I might have to bench Fezandipiti, unfortunately. Even though I got the Duduns, it's not enough, so I might have to get Fez. Might have to bench Fez. I mean, it's okay if I bench Fez. As long as I'm still 2-2-2-ing my opponent, it's fine, but it's going to be harder to do that, though, with the liability on the board. Can't one-shot Pidgeot that easily either, unless I get really lucky with Scizor, but that's probably not going to happen. Thankfully, they're not doing boss this turn. Could have been a lot worse. We need Energy and Yanmega to knock out Charizard. We do have Legacy Energy, which I guess could help a little bit in this matchup. Legacy Energy does offset the prize trade, which is actually pretty good. Yeah, sadly, I can't go Counter Catcher, KO Pidgeot. We're just going to have to knock out the Charizard. We can probably just try to go through 3 Charizards, call it a day. I guess it's going to be the angle we go for. There's Monkey. Yeah, I'm not going to put damage on the board. We're just going to try to smoke the Charizards every turn. They didn't get another Charmander down, so that's good. Okay. Yeah, they didn't get another Charmander, so maybe we'll be okay. So let's see if we can find the Yanmega attack. All right, that's a start, I guess. Flip the script. No. It's not good. But we got Duduns, so we can still draw cards. We need to KO something here. All right, we got Research. It's going to have to do for now. All right, we just need Yanmega. There we go. Lit. We got another Yanma too, which is good. Because they didn't get another Charizard down, or Charmander down. They can't, hopefully they can't kill my Yanma. I don't think they're going to be able to. We have just enough energy in the deck. All right, good. We can smoke the Charizard here for the dank 420 damage. All right, we got past the bricky setup phase that we just had. And thankfully, hopefully we're in a better spot. Let's put those 3 on. All right. See if we get anything good off the prizes. Ultra Ball and Poffin, not bad. I need to find Rod, though. Get back my Duns there. Get back one of them, and then get back probably the... I don't think I need the Dunsparce CX. It's probably not good. Okay. What's their ace spec? I'm assuming this is the Gabriel Fernandez build. They probably play Maximum Belt, if I take a guess. But, let's see. We could get stamped into a bad hand. There's Charmander. Okay, what else do they have? Arvin. All right, gotta find out if it's Stamp. I don't think it's going to be the unfair Stamp. Yeah, it's just Team Evo Super Odd. Okay. Another thing, too, is I don't know if I want to put damage on the board. Thinking here, is it correct to hit the Pidgeot? We can hit the Pidgeot with Scizor here, get some damage on it. Or we could knock out the... Or we could, yeah, hit the Pidgeot. I could also... If I had a boss here, that'd be fantastic. Because I just boss kill Fez, which would be perfect. Do I ever take a prize? That's the question. I think it's okay. If I just flat out draw boss's order here, we can boss kill the Charmander or the Charmeleon, which would be pretty sick. But I doubt I'll draw a boss, but you never know. It's possible. Who knows? The boss top deck incoming one time. Coming in hot. Nope. Okay. So... I guess... I don't know. Is it... Do I ever... I'm just debating if I actually want to take a prize here. I think it's okay to take a prize. They still have to take 3 KOs, and I have to take 2. So yeah, I think it's okay to take a prize. Just making sure it's, like, not going to grief me or something. Do I even want the Metal Energy in the deck? Yeah, probably. All hands on deck, so might as well. Research. Okay, not bad. Yeah, take a prize. Kill the monkey. It just doesn't matter too much. Their play is going to most likely be Charizard knock out either Yanmega or Fez. They knock out my Yanmega. It's a little annoying because I don't have another... Well, I have Super Rod, so I still have the attack. So even if, as long as they don't go... Well, they can go Iono Counter Catcher, Max Bell, kill Yanmega. They need that combo specifically to get there. They have to get Iono Counter Catcher and Max Bell to knock out my Yanmega. And they most likely have it. They have Pidgeot. 9 cards. Pretty low chance they whiff, but let's see. Yeah, they need Charizard, Max Bell, Counter Catcher, Iono to knock out Yanmega. And also potentially prevent me from taking another knockout. But if that happens, if I find Boss, we can then Boss KO Pidgeotto or Fez. And then that would work out decently well. So we'll see. I just need to make sure we have 2 Yanmegas ready to go. Because I need 1 Yanmega to at least nuke this Charizard. We need to nuke the Charizard at least once. Yeah, unlikely they whiff, but let's see. They could have Defiance Band, I guess, too. There's Arven, so that is not going to be Iono, which means even if they kill the Yanmega here, which it looks like they're doing, we at least still have another Yanmega to close out on the Charizard. Okay. So it works out. Yeah, as long as we didn't just get Iono'd. But even if, we still had Fez and probably a Dunsparce, most likely, but still. It's better safe than sorry. We just need a boss to probably close out the game. Seems good to me. We can go Legacy Energy Yanmega 2 to make it even worse for my opponent, which is kind of sick. Okay. 7 cards in hand. Can they close out here? Let's see. Burning Darkness for the knockout, and then our play is going to be Super Rod, knockout Charizard, Artazon for Yanma. We could also make our board able to go Scizor Boss for KO, which could work too, I guess. We can get like another Duns down, but I think it's fine. We'll settle with the Super Rod. Well, Artazon, Yanma. 4 energy in the deck. Plus the one's in my hand. We still have a Super Rod. And both boss are in there. Okay, cool. Do this. Now, yeah, Legacy Energy. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. You still have to take 3 prizes. Nah, I don't... Actually, the Legacy Energy doesn't make a difference here. They might think about it. Can I Iono them here? Yeah, I guess the Legacy actually doesn't matter. Because, like, if I put on the Yanmega, yeah, and they just boss Fez for game. If I didn't have Fez in play, it actually would have made a difference. But, yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay. Ultra Ball is good. Yeah, it's not going to matter. Let's go to the Yanma. We just need to probably clean up the game with the boss's order. 420 damage. Once again, super dank. I might as well leave the Legacy on the Yanmega. Or I put on the Yanma. It doesn't matter. Because, like, they set up a Charizard. They're going to win anyways by killing the Fez. I guess it's actually better to just Legacy the Yanma. Because then if they taste the Yanma, it's not going to... They get no prizes. And they're still... Yeah, it's probably better to put that on Yanma 100%. Okay. This works out. Yeah. Yeah, leaving the Legacy on Yanmega doesn't make any sense. Because then they still need to kill Fez for game. Now, this way, if they chase the Yanma, it's not as valuable anymore. I don't even know if they can chase Yanma, though. They need Rare Candy, Charizard, Gust again. I mean, they have Fez Pidgeot, but still, who knows? Also, I just win the game by most likely getting a Gusting card also. If they have to put the Charizard down, it allows me to just Scizor for game on Fez. 3 abilities, right? I guess not. Okay, well, we'll see what they do. Or we kill the Pidgeotto for game. Yeah, no matter what, yeah. Scizor would be able to kill Pidgeotto. It's either going to come down to a boss or us just getting the last Yanmega to knock out Charizard. One of those two things is going to be the outcome here, I think. I really regret not having another Dunsparce on board. This other Scyther is kind of griefing me. 10 times would have been better to have a single. Okay, they're not Ionoing me or bossing, so they have to 100% go counter catcher or something this turn. I mean, okay, we're not guaranteed game, I guess, but we just need either, like I said, Yanmega or a boss for game. We still have an Ultra Ball left and 2 boss in the deck and a Yanmega. We have a Dudunsparce and a Fez to work with, plus some Morty's Conviction to maybe find the Yanmega. Okay, we'll see. Yeah, they take out the Yanma. It's not going to do anything for them. Tactical Legacy Energy placement. All right, what do they got? What's the last play they got available? I guess it was good to go down to 1 prize. If they ever went like Shiyu counter catcher, kill Scizor, the Dunsparce, it would have been fine. Because at least then I would be at 1 prize anyway. So it's like, no matter what, it's like a checkmate situation. Okay. So just, yeah, we need boss or we need Yanmega for game. Boss or Yanmega. If I whiff, I do lose. Because then they just quick search for boss no matter what. So 100% I need to get one of those 2 pieces. See if we can do it. We'll start with Fez. There we go. And we drew both. Why not both? Why not both? Cool. That's game. Yeah, this matchup seems okay. Like, we had a bit of a rough start where, like, our start was a little weak, but, like, once we just set up a good board and we get Yanmegas online, it's, like, pretty hard for my opponent to keep up. Because their Charizard is weak to grass, right? So it's, like, pretty straightforward stuff. Just one-shotting Charizard. Not having Radzard is good, but also Yanmega not being weak to... Yanmega not being weak to fire is pretty dope, too, because they can't ever use Shiyu. The matchup would be pretty hard if they had Shiyu as an attacker, but they don't as easily. I mean, they could still technically use it to kill the Scizor and stuff, but it's not as easy to do that. We never got Iono that game, which is also kind of important. They never really played Iono. All right, I see a Dreepy. Looks like we hit Dragapult. We'll see how that goes. We'll start with Poffin. Let's get these. Do we have Munkidori in the deck? Most importantly, we do. Okay, good. We have our Legacy. All right, we do. Luminous. All right, well, see how this goes. Attach. Ultra Ball. And chill. Okay. So we're probably going to get Buddy. Now, ideally, this is Dragapult Charizard, which I think is a better matchup than Dragapult itself, but we'll see how it goes. Because if they have a Buddy, which looks like they're going to be Arvining for, we're going to have to deal with that. But we can play the Arvin, get down Monkey, set that up quickly. Oh, do I want to get Monkey? Because they can, like, knock it out. Oh, they're going to TM Evo, it looks like. Maybe not. All right, let's see what this is. Is it Dragapult? Pulsar? Pango? Pango would be bad. Ooh, Typhlosion Dragapult. Or, well, I guess Typhlosion in general. Okay. This matchup is a lot better, I guess. Yeah, we should be okay. Scizor is pretty good in this matchup. And also Yanmega. The problem, well, okay, I wish I ran Rigid Band. Because, like, they can actually one-shot my Yanmega at some point. Could be a problem, actually. But just being aggressive here could be pretty good. Plus, well, I guess they have Dragapult for sure. They have Psychic Energy. That's fine. Okay. I guess going Scizor here would maybe be best. I don't think it knocked me out, though. Maybe just best to go Yanmega. Probably. Yeah, I think we'll just settle with Yanmega here. We'll grab another Yanma with this Artazon. I don't know. Going Scizor is cool, but I think I'd rather just go Yanmega. We want to get the energy out of the deck, too, so we can leave our deck less, like, susceptible to, like, bad draws. All right, research. Cool. We can Poffin. For these two. Catch. And then just knock out. I'll chill for now. 1, 2, 3 there. Okay. Let's see if my opponent has an attack this turn. They got 1 Quilava down and 1 Dracloak. So, I don't know. They have a supporter. We'll see. Might have an Iono in their hand. They did get rid of a Typhlosion, which is nice. Could be good to see that get discarded, too. But we want them to put abilities on the board so then I can get Scizor to be a bit stronger. I need to make sure Scizor can one-shot the Typhlosion. It'll be pretty important to do that, I think. So, keep that option open. Getting Monkey down will probably be important. There's Fez. Okay, that's good. That's a 2-prizer that can be KO'd by Yanmega and potentially Scizor. And it's, like, hopefully a permanent ability. There's another Artazon. Most likely going to get Dreepy or Cyndaquil. No, Victini. All right, that's another ability. All right, that's good. Scizor is getting even better. I like to see it. The more abilities they play, the better. Because then we should hopefully be able to easily win the prize trade here if we just keep up the attacks every single turn. You make sure I get another Yanmega down here. And I maybe want to get Monkey. If they put damage on the board, the Munkidori math could be relevant on Dragapult or Typhlosion. I highly doubt my opponent is also playing Munkidori. So the Munkidori damage will be pretty valuable, I think. Try to set up Monkey if I can. Do they even have an attack? Might just be a pass. Unless my opponent goes Dragapult, Jet Headbutt. Jet Headbutt for 70 is fine, because then I can still hopefully go Yanmega plus maybe Adrenabrain or something and chill. I could rather use Yanmega versus Dragapult if they do go ahead. Oh, there's Typhlosion coming down. Let me see if they're going to attack, though. They have one Ethan in there, so Typhlosion isn't great here. It's only doing, what, 100 damage? We'll see if they do the Typhlosion, or they're just going to sack the Dracloak. No, they have the Rescue Board. Are they going into Typhlosion? No, Victini. All right, that's fine. It's another ability, though, but the Dracloak also stays in play. It works out. There's Scizor. So we can just Scizor the Victini here. Sure. Put that there. Just spread the energy out. I think that's okay. And then we'll... Do I want to Iono? Sure. Iono's value kind of decreases, I feel like, in this game, so I might as well play it now. Save the Morty for later. Okay, we got the Duns. Super odd, not worth it. Okay, let's just runaway draw. Looking for at least a second Yanmega. There we go. We have the boss's orders too, which will be pretty good here. Let's knock out. It might be best to go Scizor now, because, like, technically speaking, my opponent could just make their board, like, less abilities by evolving their Quilabas and their potentially Dracloak, so it's probably best to go Scizor. They can knock it out, which is a little annoying, but it's, like, fine. I mean, next turn, I could just boss kill Fez for 2 prizes. We still have Legacy Energy, too. We can use Legacy Energy with Yanmega as a way to, like, off to the prize trade, too. So maybe the next turn is just go Gust KO Fez with Yanmega, and then hopefully my opponent doesn't have a great play after that. So maybe that's just the play. Boss KO Yanmega. Oh, never mind. We're getting unfair stamped. I didn't know that was her A-Spec. Okay, that changes things slightly. Let's see what this gives me. It's not bad. Super odd. Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball does get us the Dunsparce if we need it. I didn't know their A-Spec was stamped. That is kind of annoying. They got Defiance Band 2. Let's see if they have a counter catcher. They could knock out my Yanmega here. Who knows? The Typhlosion annoyingly has 170 HP, which is actually kind of good for them, because the Scizor doesn't get to do as much damage. I'm 10 damage short of a knockout unless they put one more ability down. So they evolve this Dreepy, or they put another Victini down, or a Shaman, which I doubt they'll bench Shaman. There's no need. Yeah, okay, there we go. So I guess now the Scizor can one-shot the Typhlosion if they were to go counter catcher kill Yanmega. Yeah, I didn't know Stamp was the A-Spec. That changes things slightly a little bit, because I thought their A-Spec was going to be like Max Belt or Secret Box or something. Stamp is a little awkward here. But good thing we got Runaway Draw on the board. It's all Gucci. But I did want to go boss KO Fez, because that would have been pretty big. We're most likely... The game will probably at some point come down to us gusting that Fez for game. I think that will eventually happen. The game will probably come down to us going boss KO Fez. 100%. Third Ethan's Adventure. Second one, actually. They fail it. Okay. Probably want to get another Scyther down here. Except another Scizor seems okay. So we'll knock him out and hope for the best. Knock him out with the Yanmega and hope they don't kill me in return. They need to discard 2 Ethan's Adventure. We could also get lucky and draw boss right off the draw, off the Duns. So I want to try to go boss KO Fez. I still think that's probably the best play this turn is to kill the Fez. Because then I go down to 2 prizes. And it's like, I just need to make sure I'm trading evenly and we should still win. So I definitely want to kill that Fez at some point. Or at least this turn would be good. Okay, Iono's good. If worse comes to worse. Do I want to Artazon? I'm going to hold off on Artazon for 1 second here. Okay, nice. We got Legacy Energy. Do I want to play that, though? Do I want to put the Legacy on the active? I don't think so. Let's get Scyther. Legacy Scizor is okay, too. Is it correct to put Legacy on the Scyther here, or maybe wait to put on a Yanmega is nice, but they're on 5 anyway, so it doesn't really fix the prize map at this point. But again, if they can evolve up their board, it gets really tricky. That's why I'm like debating if I want to put this Legacy on the Scyther, because I might not even use Scizor that much. It might just be more of a Yanmega show. Let's put the Luminous on it for now, I guess. Put that there, just in case they whiff the knockout, unless Iono. They could whiff the knockout, hopefully. They still need to discard 2 Ethans, so we'll see if they can do that. I'll just kill the Typhlosion. Really wanted to get boss, like I said, to kill the Fez. There is a world where we get access to Counter Catcher, though, maybe, which could be big. I don't know, maybe I should have put Legacy on the active. I didn't want to do that, though. What's our prize? Another Duns. Might have to bench our own Fez, too. That might be important. We do have to watch out for Dragapult, but they have no energy on the Dracloak, so as long as that's not a big deal, it's not that bad. They can't ever set Phantom Die. But yeah, getting Fez might be pretty important here, just to draw cards, set up more plays. Because again, I think this game is going to come down to me bossing that Fez, probably. The only way we're probably going to be guaranteed to win is if they don't take a prize this turn, or they don't knock out my Yanmega. If their play is to just Typhlosion me and they don't knock out Yanmega, we're probably winning the game, I think. So if they don't knock out Yanmega, like they could just maybe Counter Catcher kill Scyther or Dunsparce or something, but if they don't knock out Yanmega, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good they don't kill my Yanmega here. So hopefully Yanmega is safe. At any point, though, we boss at Fez, this game's probably just over. Maybe. Well, it's not over. I guess I could still set up a Dragapult and then Iono me to 1 and then prevent me from winning, but we'll see. Just definitely want to kill that thing at some point. It would have been a lot better to kill the Fez last turn, obviously. Yeah, they're attaching a Dracloak. They're ready for Dragapult. No, not the Dragapult. If only we played Vespiquen Yanmega, we could have had Clefairy in the deck. We could have used Vespiquen to one-shot the Pult. That's definitely a Yanmega deck I do want to try out, too. Alright, well. Let's see if they get this knockout. They could Jet Headbutt, I guess. But if they go Jet Headbutt, I could, like, maybe Munkidori them or something and then hit them. Well, I don't even think I'd have to do Monkey. Well, they're putting the Pult down. Night Stretcher. Maybe they prize the Typhlosion? What are they Night Stretching back? The Psychic Energy? No, the Typhlosion. Their other Typhlosion could be prized. They could be trying to play around Scizor here. But do they have the knockout? They need to discard 1 more Ethan's Adventure. Their play could just be Counter Catcher, Jet Headbutt, Knockout Scyther. That might be what they're doing here. No, they're going to Typhlosion. Do they have an Ultra Ball or a Vessel? Nope. No knockout. All right. See, told you. If they don't knock me out, we're like in an insanely good spot, and they didn't get it. There's Scizor. Okay. Let's do this. The Duns. Let's see what we got off this. Okay. Pretty good. Get Monkey. I think we have a knockout with Scizor, right? Let me see here. We put 30 on the active. Scizor's doing... Wait, is that a knockout? 61. Yeah. Okay. We can kill Scizor, which is actually pretty good. We can conserve our Yanmega Man. Get back this, and that's it. I'm not going to bother getting the other Scizor back. Probably. At this point, it's just going to be all about Yanmega, I think, so. There's Boss. And Ultra Ball's pretty good, too. Get my Duduns. Let's kill him with the Scizor. They probably can still set up like a Phantom Dive play, but I think it's still correct to just kill with Scizor. We have game in hand, but they're probably going to Iono me. What's our prize? Another Yanmega's good. Still have Recycler, and how many do we have other Rod? Wait, hold up. Yeah, we still have Rod Recycler. Yeah, it's going to come down to us probably bossing that Fez, like I said. But it's looking a little bit better now. My opponent still has to take 5 prizes, and I still have to take 2 more KOs. Plus that Fez can get knocked down. Now, if they turtle the Fez, it gets a little awkward. I can try to 2-shot Dragapult maybe at some point. Depends on what their play is this turn. Either they go Typhlosion or they go Dragapult. I'm assuming their play is going to be like Iono Phantom Dive, which is sneaky. But, again, we get that boss. It's looking pretty good. We'll see. Yep, they're Psychic, so definitely going Pult this turn. They could have a Hawlucha. They could knock out Yanmega and Yanma for 3 prizes. And then they could maybe go Typhlosion, KO Yanmega EX for game the following turn. No Iono. All right, that should just be maybe GG's, because they're not... It looks like they're not killing my Yanmega with the energy on it. So... Or the 4 energy on it, I should say. So it's looking like it's probably game. They didn't get an Iono. Or they're an Iono, so it's like basically GG's. Like, they 100% had to do Iono here. I mean, yeah, Iono would have been pretty close, right? Because then if we don't get the boss... Yeah, it should be game. They're just going to fan grab. Are they going to kill the Yanmega? There's Counter Catcher. What are they killing? The Yanmega? Yep. Okay. That's fine. If they have a Hawlucha, like I said, they can kill both. They can take 3 prizes. But nope, no Hawlucha. Let's go. Not that it mattered, obviously, but just, you know, just in case. In case somehow I didn't have game in hand, or they did Iono me, theoretically speaking. A Hawlucha there would have been kind of devastating. But yeah, it is GG's. We can go boss Fez for game. Pretty good stuff. The stage 1 box deck does its thing. It's going to be all she wrote. Yeah, I didn't have the Pheasant play. This would have been a little bit closer, but because I found the Mother Yanmega, I would have prevented them from taking the 3 prize turn anyway, so it would have worked out. We would have been able to buy another turn, thankfully. Just kill this, and that's all she wrote. Didn't even need the Legacy Energy. Could have been good though. Yeah, even if we didn't have game there, I mean, yeah, we could have make our board big, prevent them from taking 3 prizes. We had a Adrenabrain still online. Probably just be hit Dragapult and then just set up boss for game. Like, the game, I knew this game was going to come down to a boss no matter what, and it ended up working out. All right, we hit Dragapult here. We'll see how it goes. Our turn 1 isn't bad. I don't really like starting Monkey, though. I need to retreat my boy. But we can get Yanma, get Scyther down, go from there. I don't know, playing the Artazon seems kind of sus, but it's fine. Let's see if they're playing Pulsard. Could be what this is. Or it's straight Dragapult. We'll see. Or it's Dragapult Bats. Oh, interesting. The Bats are weak to Lightning, right? Yeah, not Grass. Dang it. All right, Fez coming down is good. What's our top deck? Pretty good. We only have 1 Dunsparce. That's not great. Ew. Only 1 Dunsparce in the deck makes me a little upset. It's not ideal. We have Legacy Energy in there. Okay, well... We can attach... I just Iono. I don't want to play the Artazon. If I can avoid playing it, I'm going to try to. Let's see if we can get into a Yanmega play next turn. Maybe? Can Ultra Ball for Yanmega. Let's get rid of these 2, I guess. I don't want to retreat the Luminous Energy off my Monkey, but I might have to, so we'll see. I need Munkidori. It's obviously an important card against Dragapult. So you need to make sure we're keeping that. Not much I can do. There's Jock. Can they get the Dragapult there? They're probably just going to get, like, Dreepy, or Dracloak. I guess, like, Dunsparce isn't very good, because, like, they have Bat. They can use Golbat to knock out Dunsparce. They're actually getting Golbat here with this. No way they're going to play that down. Probably going to wait on it. There's no point in playing Golbat because I just Adrenabrain the damage off. No, they're going Golbat. All right. I'm just going to Adrenabrain the damage off. That's fine with me. Surprised they played that. It's like free Adrenabrain. Sure. I guess they want to work towards Crobat, I guess, which is fair. We'll see if that's what their plan is. Sucks we had to prize Dunsparces, though. That does make things a little bit more awkward for us. They put the damage on the Monkey. So now if they go Budu here, we can try to brain their Budu and knock it out, which would be pretty big. Yeah, I need to find Rescue Board, but don't have it currently. Let's see what they do here. Do they get energy down, too? They need to get energy on their Dracloak. I don't know if they play... actually, they might be playing Neo Upper. There's a good chance they are. If they're playing Crobat, it makes sense to play Neo Upper as your ace back. So they're probably going to be playing Neo Upper in their deck. They can, like, Neo Upper their Dragapult and stuff. We'll see. Ultra Ball, away Iono, and... Ultra Ball, what are they going to grab? Dragapult or another Dreepy? No, Dragapult for next turn, sure. Yeah, they do have Neo Upper, I was right. Okay. Boss top deck would go hard. Ooh. So close. Thought it was a boss. All right. I hate to do it, but we're gonna have to retreat the monkey. Not much I can do. Where do I want to put the 20? What are the chances they play a Munkidori too? So I'm like, is it even worth it to put 20 on the Dracloak? There is some potential math involved with like Scizor, but I think we'll just remove the damage off our board. Yeah, we're gonna have to unfortunately lose out on the thing. Fine, we have Legacy and stuff. It's not the end of the world. We'll live. I mean, our board isn't great, though, currently. Okay, we got that, which is good. Play this. This is kind of annoying. They're going to knock out the Yanma, probably. Not much I could do about that. Let's move the energy of the Yanma anyways. They're probably going to kill Yanma here, I assume, with Phantom Dive. But they need a Crobat to do so. There's another Dunsparce. So the 6 HP one is not very good. Not the one I need. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. My opponent does have Dragapult. They are going to Phantom Dive. Question is, do they have Crobat? Because they can go Crobat here, and they can knock out the Yanma. But if I can find another Luminous, that'd be nice. I was actually very much considering move. I mean, it would have been really dumb, but I was thinking about putting the energy on the monkey. But putting 3 energy on a Munkidori is very overkill. I thought about it, because then I can, like, Mind Bend their Dragapult or something. That was my thinking. I'm like, oh, I can go, like, Mind Bend here and slow down their Dragapult, which, honestly, might not have been the worst play we could have gone for, but I didn't think it was a great idea. Could have been cool, though, for sure, but probably not worth it. All right. Arvin. All right, let's see how their turn plays out. They're not playing Unfair Stamp, so that's good, I guess. We have Dudunsparce on the board, so they can't really knock that out unless they go for a counter catcher. Let's see what they do with this Arvin. Poffin Rescue Board. We can retreat back into Yanmega. We can super all the energy back, build this guy up, and then Jet Cyclone again. It is kind of tough, though, because, like, it's hard to keep chaining Yanmas when they keep getting knocked out. I have to get 2 Yanmas on the board, I think, to have a chance. We have Scizor, but it's only doing 110 damage. It's enough to 2-shot, though, with Jet Cyclone, so it, like, works out. And they have this thing on the board, which is good, too. So, I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Sadly, can't one-shot them. Oh, they're going to counter catcher. They're going out. Ooh, are they taking out the Scyther and the Yanma here? Do they have a Crobat? No, they don't. Okay. So they're not taking... Okay, that's good. They're not taking 2 prizes, which is good. I'll take it. But they're setting up Yanmega to get KO'd. Okay, I need to find an energy again for Monkey. Not sure we're going to get there this time. I need to find energy for Monkey. Okay, well, Super Rod. Kind of want to get a Yanma back, to be honest. Might have been better to get Yanma there. I don't know. Anyways, let's go into Yanmega. We have 1 Legacy and 1 Luminous. Hopefully we can find one of the 2. Might have to bench Fez. I don't know. I do want to get this Luminous. Okay, there we go. We drew into it, baby. Let's go. Let's put on the active. Do I bench Dunsparce? I'm thinking about not benching Dunsparce here. Yeah, I don't know if I want to bench Dunsparce. Nah. We could draw into the other one. Alright, Iono. So I was like thinking about it as a retreat. Oh, it's retreat pivot. But yeah, it worked out. We got the other one. There is one big issue here, though. I don't have enough energy to keep attack with Yanmega, so I have to keep moving the energy of the Yanma, but the Yanma's going to keep getting knocked out. I needed 2 Yanmegas on my board. I needed 2 Yanmegas in play. which I don't have currently. But we can, at the very least, we can Dudunsparce this. They have 2 Pokemon in play, so we can do 120. We can knock them out with Dudunsparce, which is like okay. There's a world where even now they have 3 Pokemon in play. There's a world where I could have put 3 energy on the Dunsparce instead of the Yanma, but they would have just targeted it probably. Or I guess their logic was I was going to shuffle the energy back in the deck for Yanmega, but yeah, it works out, I guess. Maybe I should have put the energy on the Dunsparce, to be honest, instead of the Yanma. That is actually probably the better option there, right? Technically speaking. I don't know. It probably is. It probably was a better option to put the energy on the Dunsparce, when I think about it. See, they have a Dracloak here. This is not good, though, because I can't attack with Yanmega next turn, and we can't kill this Dragapult if I can't do that. I'm going to have to go Dunsparce. Yeah, I honestly, debating the option was probably better to build up this guy. Force him to target it. No, yeah, I think it was better to build up the Dunsparce there. 100% it's better to put energy on the Dunsparce. So they have a Dracloak on board. Okay. It's getting spooky out here. Okay, they're just going to kill the Yanma. They would have probably just killed the Dunsparce, but at least then, if they don't kill the Yanma, then at least they get 2 Yanmegas on the board, which is, like, better, right? So, yeah, looking back, it was probably better to do that. We'll see what we can do here, though. Might just be go Dunsparce, knock out Dragapult, and call it a day. Maybe. Yeah, maybe I should put the energy here. But then, I don't know. I think it was still probably fine to put energy there. I don't know. Seems like it was an okay play. We might need to... I might need to get Fez, which I don't really want to do, because I can't bench my other Dunsparce. Oh, they're leaving the Yanma alive. Interesting. Okay, they're going for, like, a bigger play next turn. That's fine with me, though. Ooh, do Boss? Could Boss kill their Dracloak here? Not sure I really want to do that, though. It's interesting that they left my guy alive. See, I'm okay with that. Now I kind of want to get the Yanmega. I think I gotta get Yanmega here. I wanted to get the Dunsparce, but I don't know. It's not worth it. All right, Adrenabrain. I mean, I guess we'll split 30 there, sure. Maybe we could have got rid of the Grass Energy instead of the other Ultra Ball. We're taking 2 prizes, so we're probably going to get Iono'd anyways, I assume. So, yeah. Let's knockout. We have to move the energy to the Yanmega. But the Yanmega can't get knocked out unless they go... They have to go Golbat, Phantom Dive to knock out my Yanmega on the bench. They don't kill the active, though. All right, what do we got? The Dunsparce. I need to either go to Duns or Scizor next turn to attack, because they're most likely going to knock this out. Unless my Yanmega... Like, if I get super lucky, the Yanmega survives the turn, but it's probably dead. They can also knock out my Munkidori if they want to. They could Phantom Dive, kill Monkey instead of the Yanmega. But if they don't kill this, I get Retreat, then Jet Cyclone again. I don't know. Let's see what they do. I mean, I kind of want Munkidori to stay on the board, though. We could still win by maybe going Gus. We still have our boss. We can go, like, Boss KO Fez, and then Boss KO something else for game. Or I could, like, Boss kill a Dracloak or something. I don't know. Or I can take out the Golbats and kick another Crobat on the board. We'll see what they do. They're taking a minute. Are they even playing the game? They're in a pretty good spot still. I don't know. Let's see. The Fez is not what they meant to promote. All right. I don't think my opponent's playing. Ooh, did they go AFK on me, bro? They might have went AFK on me. Ooh, don't tell me they did. This is a good game, bro. We were in the thick of it. I don't think they're there. I don't think they're playing the game, unfortunately. Maybe? They didn't mean to promote Fez. I don't know what happened. They were in a pretty good spot, too. Don't tell me their game crashed. Dang it. Well, hopefully they're still going to make an action. If not, we might have to end this game prematurely, unfortunately. I hate when this happens, but, like, it was a good game. Because, like, they knock out Yanmega here. Then I would have went the Dunsparce. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, what do we draw? Iono. I'll start with Runaway Draw. I'm going to see if I can find a better way to attack. Okay, never mind. How much energy do we have left? 1 metal and 1 legacy. Alright, well, Adrenabrain, I don't think it matters. We'll heal the monkey, I guess. Then I'll just... It's gonna kill a Dracloak. And they can't get I mean, yeah, they can't attack with Dragapult next turn, so it's like, might as well kill this. They could go, like... I mean, if they are playing the game still, they could go Crobat, knockout Yanmega if they have a Rocket Energy or something. And then, like, that'd be a little annoying, but it's, like, fine. What's our prize? Another grass? Pretty good. We can go into Yanmega next turn still. We can keep up the Yanmega pressure. But I don't think they're playing. I think we, unfortunately, are going to get a premature end of this game, which kind of sucks. Not the way I wanted the game to end, but it is what it is. My opponent, unfortunately, went AFK on me. It was a pretty good match, though. I mean, we were in a pretty interesting position here. I don't even know. Like, it could have went either way. Because, like, assuming they would have went Phantom Dive, they would have KO'd this, probably, right? They would have went Golbat, knockout Yanmega. They would have KO'd this guy. Or they would have knocked out Monkey and then left this alive. Then our play would have been... I don't even know what our play would have been. Hitting the Dragapult would have been great. I guess we're never going to find out, unfortunately. Unfortunate way to end this. And there you go. That is my Yanmega Stage 1 Toolbox deck. Yanmega Scizor with the Dunsparce engine. Honestly, pretty fun to play. Yanmega's a pretty underrated card. I mean, just being a nice big grass attacker ain't bad. And it does pretty relevant damage, and having that self-energy acceleration ability is nice. There's other ways to play Yanmega that I do want to try out, like maybe Hydrapple. I still want to try out Yanmega Vesuquin, because that's even better into Dragapult. But I like the list overall. Could maybe try out Arven instead of, like, the heavy draw engine. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of Arven with the Dunsparce, so I feel like they don't synergize as well together, because, like, I'd rather be drawing cards than, like, just playing Arven. But Arven could be good. Honestly, 2 rescue boards or an extra switch could be good. Also, a Rigid Band is something I wouldn't mind adding into the deck. Maybe more Gust. We could just cut the Legacy Energy out altogether for, like, a Prime Catcher. That could be an option, too. As an A-Spec card, wouldn't see that being terrible in here either. But that'll be for me on my Yanmega Scizor Stage 1 box deck. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. We're getting very close now to 80,000 subs here, the next big milestone on the channel. So if you want to help me reach that goal, make sure to subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it if you enjoy the content here. And check out the sponsors down below. Use code LDF at the sponsors. And you can check out my second channel for even more content from me, too. That'll be it for me. Bye-bye.